Today, a great little pizza hack, a deep dish pizza using just one pan. Let's do it. You want to use a non-stick frying pan for this recipe, and you want the pan on a high heat and add a good splash of olive oil. And the first ingredient we want for this pizza is some sausage. Chuck your sausage into the oil, and we want to start by getting some really nice colour on the sausage. Break it up as you go, and after a few minutes, once the sausage is starting to get beautifully caramelised and brown, we're going to want some fennel seeds. Add a nice sprinkle of your fennel seeds to the sausage, and next some mixed herbs. Add a nice pinch of your herbs, give that a good stir, and then you're going to want to season. So add a nice pinch of sea salt, a few twists of black pepper, and fry this off for another couple of minutes before we go in with the next ingredient, some tomato puree. Add a couple of tablespoons of the puree to the sausage, give that a really good stir through. At this point, pop on your oven and turn it to 180 degrees. And just quickly guys, hit that subscribe button below. And while the puree roasts off in the pan for a couple of minutes, we're going to prepare some cherry tomatoes. Take a good handful of cherry tomatoes and you want to simply chop those in half. Once you've halved your cherry tomatoes, chuck those into the pan with the sausage, give everything a really good stir, add another little pinch of sea salt, add another little splash of olive oil, and then you want to fry this off for a good 5 minutes or so, just so the tomatoes start to break down and create a sauce. After a few minutes, you want to add a small splash of water just to help everything break down. And at this point, while the sauce is ticking away, we want to make our very quick and very easy pizza dough. So take a large mixing bowl and you want some self-raising flour. Chuck in 500 grams of your flour, and for 500 grams of flour, you're going to want half a pint of water, or 250 ml. And get in there with your hands and mix everything up until it starts to come together as a dough. See how you're going after a few minutes? You can always add a touch more water, and at this point do add a pinch of sea salt as well. Mix everything up, and after a few minutes you want to take your dough out, pop it onto a board, and then knead the dough for a good 5 minutes or so. Once you have a nice elasticy dough, pop that to one side for a couple of moments while we finish off our sauce. So very quickly, give the video a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. At this point you want to remove the sauce and just pop that into a bowl. Very quickly clean out your pan and pop that back onto the heat, and then you want to chuck in some of your pizza dough. Spread the dough out in the pan until it covers the whole base, and then you want to spoon over your sausage and cherry tomato sauce. Once the sauce is on your pizza base, you want to fry this off for a few minutes. Once you start to get a nice bit of toasting on your pizza base, you want to pop the pan into an oven, and you want the pizza to bake off for about 7 or 8 minutes. And after about 8 minutes, pop out your pizza, and we're going to want some Parmesan cheese. Grate over a nice handful of your Parmesan, pop it back into the oven and give it another 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then you want your mozzarella cheese. Tear your mozzarella over the pizza, and then it goes back in the oven for another 2 minutes just for the mozzarella to beautifully melt over the pizza. After another couple of minutes, pop out your pizza, and then you want some lovely fresh basil. Tear over your basil, and then we're ready to serve and get stuck in my perfect deep dish one pan pizza. I'll see you next time.